that when I was going to a church known as Souls Harbor in Roscommon, Michigan, that every year, a couple times a year, they would allow the youth to preach out of the youth group. So someone in the youth group would volunteer to preach. Most of the time, if you guys couldn't guess already, that was normally me. No one else wanted to get up in front of anybody. Yeah, big shocker there, yeah. So anyway, I remember doing that several times at my church when I was growing up, and Jasper was more than willing to do this. I will tell you right now, I have had very little hand in the message. This was all what he has done. All I've really helped with is structure and how to get ready to present. So this is all him. So praise God for it, because we need more youth that are willing to step up, guys. We really, really do. So, all right, I'm going to drop the mic so they can see your face. And I'll still be up here to give a hand if we need to, but this is JT.
It's working. It's not working.
Can you guys hear him?
Hello?
No, not through the speakers.
Hey, Wyatt, is that one muted? He's green.
I'm saying something. Something. Is it working? Well, this is a great first start.
It's the sound room, I'm telling you. Which one is it? This one?
Is it working?
Go ahead.
Hello.
Say something.
Something.
Is that better?
Is that better, guys? Yay! Okay, so this is my first time preaching, if you can't tell. My sermon is about conviction, confession, and forgiveness. A sermon on CCA by me. So, we're going to start with a story of little Jimmy. Little Jimmy lived on a farm, and his mother had told him and his big sister Susie not to throw stones around the barnyard because there's a lot of little animals around. One day, when nobody was around, he grabbed 4 stones. He threw the first stone, nothing bad happened. He threw the second. He then aimed at the tin water pail and hit it. Growing very bold, he aimed at a knot which resembled a strike zone in the door to the barn. So he concentrated real hard, aimed, and acted like a pitcher. He threw the stone. It looked like it was going to hit the mark when it curved a bit, and here comes Mama's favorite duck, quackers. The stone met the duck, and feathers went flying. And now we have a dead duck. Jimmy was horrified. Okay, so what made him feel like that? Any answers? Guilt, but what gave him the guilt? Disobeyed. So he decides that he needs to act fast. He thought to himself, what should I do? I know, I'll bury it. So he grabs a shovel in the red wagon, grabs quackers, throws in the wagon heads, throw around the corner to a secluded spot when he runs into, guess who? Susie, his big sister. She sees quackers and notices there's something different about quackers. What's going on here? You are in deep trouble. I'm going to tell on you. No, please, I'll do anything. Anything, she said. Anything. Unless you pull me around in this wagon as much as I want. I'm going to tell. Okay, just don't tell. So all day, Jimmy pulls Susie around in the wagon for 2 whole weeks. Day after day, he's pulling Susie around in this wagon. After all this, he can't take it anymore, and he says, Susie, I'm not pulling you around anymore. Fine, I'm telling. You don't have to tell. I'll tell myself. So Jimmy runs up to his mother, begins to cry, and says, "Mom, I threw a stone and accidentally killed quackers. And I'm sorry. Mommy, please forgive me." "Jimmy, I know." "What do you mean you know?" "Jimmy, I saw the whole thing. I was just waiting for you to come and tell me." They hug each other, and it was all over. How does Billy feel now? He feels better, right? Relieved, better. He starts down the steps now in his newfound freedom, and here she is waiting for him. "Jimmy, pull me around in this wagon." "No, I don't have to pull you around no more. I told Mom everything, and I don't have to pull you around no more." Proverbs 28:13 says, "He who covers his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes them will have mercy." This is the first part, conviction and confession. Then the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was very great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. So let's read the rest of that. There's a Bible here. I kind of forgot mine. So, we're going to go to Genesis 6, 5, and 6. I think this is just the first part, 5. Let's go read 6. So many pages. Genesis. Okay. So Genesis 6, 5, and 6. Then the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his heart. What do you think that means? Very sad. It's impossible to avoid sin. Few verses here. Romans 3:23 says, "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." And then there's Psalm 51:5. "Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin, my mother conceived me." What do you think those two mean?
That we're all sinful.
We're all sinful. We're born in sin. Don't feel like you're the only one. Everyone has sinned before, and even Jesus was tempted. Let's go to Matthew 4:1. Matthew's in the middle. It's like the first book of the New Testament. Matthew 4:1. Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. So Jesus was tempted. You guys all know what that feels like? A lot of that happens around in this world. God will convict you if you don't know if it's wrong, and there's no avoiding sin, even if we want to. Confession. Leviticus 5:5 says, "And it shall be when he is guilty in any of these matters that he shall confess that he has sinned in that thing." You guys know what that means?
Tell God about it.
Gotta tell God about it. Then James 5:16, "Confess your trespasses to one another and pray for one another, that you may be healed. The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much." Ask for forgiveness. The last step. Ask for it, and it will be given. Matthew 7:7, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you." The Lord is long-suffering and abundant in mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgressions. But he by no means clears the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generation. What does Numbers 14:18 mean? What do you guys think it means? He is long-suffering and abundant in mercy. He is forgiving. But you must forgive and ask for forgiveness. But if you do not forgive men of their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. You have to forgive to be forgiven. So, let's say you have a neighbor. They're stealing your tomatoes out of your garden. God can't forgive you. He can't if you do not forgive your neighbor for stealing your tomatoes, your tomatoes. You have to forgive to be forgiven. Confession. And it shall be when he is guilty in any of these matters that he shall confess that he has sinned in that thing. This is another part. We're right back at it. And this is like, oh, your neighbor stole your tomatoes. He may not confess, but you still should forgive.
Yeah.
My story. This is my story about what happened to me when I was in public school. I was in public school and I was having a bad day because my science teacher gave me homework while I was sick with COVID/influenza A/influenza B. Kind of confusing. That was a unique time in my life. So I was still behind and in my second class, shop, I was in a mood. And one of my friends pushed me. And then it happened. I crashed out. I screamed a swear and stormed out. How do you think I felt? I felt terrible that night. Then 2 weeks later, I said sorry to my friend and sorry to God. So you have to say sorry and you have to forgive. He may have not meant to push me, or maybe he could have. But it's still my fault that I crashed out. Crashed out for younger people means you kind of freaked out. Yeah, that's the end. Ta-da!
I love that because this is, I don't know about you guys, but if you couldn't tell, the last couple of sermons that I brought up were a very back to the basics style sermon. I love the fact that this is so straightforward, that it is, how can I put this? In the end of days, this is, go ahead.
It's simple.
It's simple, right? In the end of days, the fact is we, over the years, and I appreciate this, and I appreciate all of the people that are out there that study this stuff and come up with big words and all of that kind of stuff for all of this theological stuff. But the fact remains is that the gospel is a very simple story. I mean, this is in the end the gospel story, because in the end, it is just as simple as, hey, listen, we have fallen away from the Lord. Here, let me drop this. We have fallen away from the Lord, and he is reaching out to us and just wants us to reach back to him. This is just a relational thing. And I think this is perfect because the part where you said, where was it? Hold on. Ask for it and you will be forgiven. Talking about how God is long-suffering. God is like a father that is out there that wants to forgive. Just like that, Jimmy's mother. That happened to me as well one time where I went to a birthday party. It was same type of thing, where it's like I went to a birthday party. My mom knew that this certain person was going to be there as well, but my mom told me specifically, you are not going to that party with that person there. And needless to say, after the party, guess what? My eyes were filled with tears, and I went to my mom, but my heart was clear. Because I went to my mom and I said, listen, Mom, I disobeyed you. But that's the thing, is God is a God that
He loves forgiving. It's like part of him. That's one of the parts of love.
right. I mean, what Scripture says, God is
Love.
love, which means that thing that makes up love is a forgiving thing. It wants to build that relationship back. And I don't know. I like this because him and I were going back and forth about this, but like I said, he was the one that did all of the material. And it resonates so heavy today. So as we leave here today, I would surely hope and pray that every single one of us will take this seriously. Because if the time is short, and I know, how many of you know that the time is short? I know the time is short. I don't know if it's going to be 2 years, 2 months, 5 years. I don't. But I do know that things are getting crazy out there. Things are matching perfectly up with what prophecy is saying, and it's only getting worse, which means that we need to be ever more prepared today. And it's this type of story. Hey, listen, if you're harboring something against a neighbor for stealing tomatoes, or if it's something as simple as, I can't believe they like him but not me, or anything, it doesn't matter what it is not worth the fight to lose that connection we have with Christ. So let's go ahead and sing our closing hymn.